This video demo is designed to show you how you can use Google Earth to display Otero County parcel data. If you have not already done so, download and install Google Earth. A link was provided at the initial page where the video is also located. In addition, you should have followed the instructions on downloading and saving the Parcels KMZ on that same page. Okay, let's get started. Let's open Google Earth. Let's go ahead and add our parcels data. On the upper left hand of the screen where it says File, click on File, select Open. You'll navigate to the folder you created on your C drive. I'm assuming it could be anywhere. I created a folder called Google Earth, and inside there is my parcels.kmz, and I'm going to select Open. It's going to go ahead and in the sidebar, Google Earth will show up underneath temporary places. Once it does, click on the check mark and it'll disappear and it'll draw much faster. It's going to zoom to where you added the county parcel. It's not going to draw it yet. We're going to make some changes. We're going to grab now and move the from temporary places to under my places. That's so we can save this. So we left click on it. We drag it up until that box is around my places and release it. Now it's there. Before we go any further, in case we crash for whatever reason, we're going to go ahead and save it. So we go to File, Save, Save My Places. Now it's kind of permanent. All right. We'll be doing more of those saves as we go along. On the parcels file, you're going to go ahead and right click, open the properties at the bottom where it says properties. I'm going to go ahead and rename that file. So I'm just going to call mine Otero County. Oops, let's spell it right. County Parcels Data. And that's just something for me that's familiar. Name it whatever you would like. Now we need to change the style and color. This is the only other thing we're going to do in there. We need to get rid of the filled plus outlined. We only want it outlined. We want to be able to see the aerials below it. Next, we want a different color for the outline. Gray is not a good color. I prefer white. Pick any color you want. Next, the line thickness, it needs to be thicker. The thicker the better. I use 1.5. You can use 2. 2 works pretty good too. And you just have to go in there and then you can just type it in, or you can go arrow up, arrow down, but you can just type it in also just by typing in 1.5. Then click OK. All right, now we have that done. We're going to go ahead and go up to File, Save, Save My Places again. Wait till it saves itself, and you'll know once this starts moving over here, as you move your cursor around, you'll see those numbers move. That's latitude and longitude in degrees minutes. Go ahead and now put a check mark in Otero County parcels data. It'll draw. Now you'll see the parcels. Navigating through here is very simple. You have your plus and your minus. You can scroll up, scroll down. You can move it just by clicking with your left on the screen or moving around. There's all different types of options. You can even double click in an area and it'll zoom to that area. Oh, and by the way, that's the data you're going to see on a parcel once it's selected. But there it is zooming, and what it selected was that parcel right there. So you click on it with your cursor and your mouse, and you're going to see who owns that data. Let's go ahead and use the search feature that's provided by Google. This is a simple address search. So we're going to go to where I'm at right now, 1104 North White Sands Boulevard, Alamogordo. There it is. And you pay attention to that, it'll show up. You click it, click search. I'm not going to zoom to it. You don't have to do anything, it's going to take you to it. So if you use Google Earth, this is it right here. Okay, there it is. And that's owned by us. That's the county right there. And you can get rid of that search just by deleting it. We can do additional searches, for instance. Let's go ahead and go to the Tularosa Village offices, 705 St. Francis. Okay, and there it is. Let's just click on it, click search, and it starts zooming to it. Simple as that. And then real quickly, I'm going to show you an error that's in their system. It's not our system, it's their system. We're going to go to the Village of Cloudcroft offices, 0201 Borough Street, or Ave, actually. Ave. And when it shows up as Mayhill, can't get it any better than that. You try to put in Cloudcroft, there it is. And you go ahead and hit search. But it shows up Mayhill, then it shows up Cloudcroft. But if you hit the Mayhill one, it's going to take you to that one. And then it shows you it's the Lincoln National Forest. You can look at your search history also over here on the sidebar. And you can see what you have and so forth. What we're going to do is go back to, I'm going to show you how to create a starting point. And we're going to go back to that one. I'm not going to use this as my starting point. So every time that I open up Google Earth, it opens to this location. I'm going to clear all my histories now. And it goes to the center of the screen every time. So now, up in View, you're going to do make this my start. Ting location. I'm going to go ahead and in the properties, I'm going to rename it Assessor's Office. I'm going to say okay. So now that's my starting location. So let's go ahead and file, save this again, just in case it crashes, and you have it done. So now when you close Google Earth, and we're going to go ahead and do that real quick, it'll open to this location every time. Let's exit Google Earth. Got to wait a few minutes for the browser cache to clear itself, and then it'll allow me to reopen it. Okay, there it is. And sit back and Google Earth will open right to 1104 North White Sands Boulevard. And there you have it. And again, you can click on any of the surrounding properties and you're going to get the information for that property. Quick review of the different options here. On the left hand side you have the hide sidebar option right here. You can click that and that gives you just a full view if you don't want to see anything else. You can have it on or off. That's up to you. Pins. Say you find something you really want. You're zooming along, and you realize, okay, wow, there's Van Winkle still, the old IGA, old library, what was going to be the library. What the heck? Well, there's the credit union. I want a pin on the credit union. So I can go and make a pin, put it there, and I can title it Credit Union. And it titles it. There it is. Problem is I did that wrong, but we're going to delete that now. You want to go ahead and do that under temporary places. Wherever you have it highlighted, that's where it's going to show up. Same thing if you draw a polygon. Okay, I want to draw a polygon, and I want to put it around. There's the pool, community center. Okay, and I can change the style and color. Say I want to make it filled in outline, but I want it opaque. I want it see-through. So I do 40%, and then I change the fill color to say burnt orange, and click OK. I can title it, and then I have a title for it. It's under temporary place. You can turn it off, turn it on over here in temporary, and you can delete it. You can also do the same thing with lines. You draw lines and you just keep continuing along. You can name it and so forth. We're going to cancel that because we don't want to save it. To measure, the tools are very simple. You have a line and you have a path. In Pro, you get areas. You can actually calculate distance or areas, acres, and so forth. Well, with this, all you're going to do is draw a distance from there to there, 641 feet, and then you can clear it. Or you can do a path. And with a path, click there, 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 there. It's going to give you the total length of that, and that's just all you're going to get with that feature. Your next is you can email your screenshot right in front of you. What do you see in front of you? Boom, you can email it. You hit email, opens up, asks you what email browser you wish to use, and you send that screenshot straight to them. You can print it also, and you want to do a screenshot in 3D. It's the best place to do it. Okay, you can play with it until you figure out the easiest way to use it. Zooming in and out is, again, with simple wheel or the tools. One of the things it'll do sometimes as you're going along, it'll start tilting if you scroll that way, and then you go to zoom back in and you use this to zoom in, it'll start tilting on you. You can correct the tilt by using this, but that also skews you off of north. You can hit north to fix it. Or you can go over to View, Reset, Tilt and Compass. Brings you straight overhead. But if you want to see it at an angle, you can so do it just by hitting whatever you want. You can tilt it any direction you want. And that's it. Hit north, centers it back to north, or go back to Reset, Tilt, and Compass. That's pretty much the extent. There's, to zoom out to the total parcels, double click on the left hand side where the parcels are, and it'll zoom out. Hope you enjoy what you found and make good use of it. Thank you.